One of the things we got into when we talked about it on a podcast is going to come out the day the book is released. One of the things that we talked about is that he literally reads out things his haters say in comments and records it.
Oh, so he does.
And
he reads the comments
and then listens to it while he runs.
Oh my god!
But he's a psycho.
Yeah,
I would not recommend that. And
so,
I don't know if
it's the opposite to your approach.
Yeah, but he lives a different life. Like it's a very performance based life. It's not like an interactive life, and it's not like he hasn't done a podcast since he did mine.
Oh,
you know? Like his last podcast I did, he was fucking last podcast I did was like 4 years ago. Fuck these podcasts. He's like, but I like you. I'll do yours. Like he's different. Like David exists in this world where he is out there pushing himself beyond the limitations of the average human being, like way beyond, in terms of like his tolerance for pain, and he believes he's extracting lessons from that. Like he likes the suffering because he learns about himself in that suffering, and he continues to grow through that suffering. Yeah. Like that's what he does, like all day long, man.
So he doesn't get stressed about the comments or anything. He just goes and like procures the best shitty ones.
Yeah.
And then uses that to be like, fuck these people.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Taking souls. That's what he says. Yeah. Taking souls. Those motherfuckers see you out there taking a soul. It's like, why are you out here running? Because you're not, motherfucker. And he keeps running. Like he's got a chip on his shoulder as big as the fucking Empire State Building. But that's...
Did you leave the podcast fired up?
Yeah, man, I left that book fired up. You read that book, you want to run through a fucking... I texted him. I said, dude, I'm ready to run through a fucking wall reading this book. He is like one of the best sources of motivational strength I've ever encountered because it's all real. And most people didn't even know how fucked up his knees were. Like until he let us show those pictures, like most people didn't even know what he was going through. Like that kind of pain is insane. His doctor said to him, I can't believe you can walk on these knees. Forget about run thousands of miles. Like that's the amount of fluid they pulled out of his knee. And the black fluid on the left, what was he saying, is deoxygenated?
Yeah, or unoxygenated. I don't know
It's just fucking clots and clumps. And that was all from his knee, man.
He's never gone to the realm of what could attenuate. Like, as far as I know, he's not on TRT or done anything to... It's like, why, though? Like, I'm just... Like, he imposes so much stress on his body that it's wild that he has not explored it or anything.
Yeah, I wonder if he would now. I mean, I believe he's 45 now.
Like, even just recovery agents, not even the TRT stuff, like peptides, stem cells, whatever.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, it certainly could help, and maybe it would have saved his knees. Yeah. But maybe not. You know, the volume, the sheer volume of pounding and all the shit he does. You know, he fights wildfires.
No.
Yeah. Jeez. For fun. I'm not kidding.
No,
for
I know.
Months at a
That's
time.
Wild.
He's a wildfire. He's a smoke jumper. So they take him out. That's him jumping out of a fucking airplane and parachutes down into these woodland areas where there's firefighters.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. He sent me a picture. He goes, this one's going to be fucked up. He sent me a picture of a fucking polar bear that someone had spotted near one of these places where they're getting dropped off. Because like when you're in the northern Canada, like some of the areas where people get dropped off, that's him.
Yeah, we have brutal forest fires in like northern Canada.
Yeah, brutal.